Hello, I'm Ezra Knox. So last night I was doing a stream, and one of my friends of the last 20 years came on, and he started talking to me through the chat. It doesn't look like what he was saying was showing up in the actual stream until I got out of the game, which is strange. So the following is going to be kind of a one-sided conversation, but I feel that it is important to put a content warning here. I don't want to say trigger warning, I don't want to say anything like that, because trigger's been overused. I mean, it is a valid word. It is a very valid word. But I'm not talking about some Karen that's gotten upset. I'm talking about actual rape. Somebody tried to rape me 6 years ago. So, while I was streaming, sometimes after you've been through stuff like that, that stuff just surfaces and you need to talk about it. Unfortunately, that wasn't the best place for it. But at the same time, after speaking with Doomy, I've decided that it's best just clip that part out, upload it as its own separate video, just so I can try to help people get a better understanding of how these things happen, and hopefully how to prevent it happening to them. I mean, I say numerous times throughout the clip, I could have handled this better. I shouldn't have done this. I shouldn't have done that. I do remember now in hindsight, after the stream, I was hinting to her quite heavily, maybe you should go home now. And she outright said to me, I live in the next town over. No one's coming to get me. I can't get home. And if you try to kick me out, I'm just going to have to call the police and tell them that you assaulted me. Or something like that. It probably wasn't that direct, but that was the core message of it. And I'm like, oh, shit. So I'm stuck with her overnight, and then I go over the rest of the story in the clip. I don't think I mentioned in the clip that after I told her, look, don't talk to me anymore, she found my landline number, and she was calling that for weeks after I blocked her on the mobile or cell. So it's I after she was out of my house, that's when I drew a line in the sand. It's sometimes that's how you have to do it. You can't just say to somebody while they're directly in front of you, yeah, no, get the fuck out of my life. Because it doesn't work like that. I had to wait until her friend picked her up. Her friend saw that she wasn't upset. Her friend saw that I was on good terms with her that morning as far as she knew. And then they leave, and then I text her and said, look, I'm sorry, but no, I can't deal with you. Not after what you did last night. If you want to meet up in person and talk about it, we can meet up in person and talk about it. What she ends up doing, she calls my mobile. You son of a bitch, blah blah blah, and I'm upset. So I'm fucking bawling my eyes out, I'm not gonna lie about that. Men cry. And she's like, oh, you're a fucking crybaby, blah 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 blah. I'm trying to apologise for what happened, even though you're the one that tried to rape me. And then tried to flip it on me. I've been to numerous therapists, I've been to numerous psychologists, I've been to a lot of different places and people. And I told him, look, I did try to reconcile with her about 2-3 years after it happened. And she flipped the script on me. They're like, yeah, they do that. Some of them can't process that they did that to somebody, so they try to turn around and say, no, it was the other person's fault. Some of them genuinely believe it was the other person's fault, which is more or less what I just said. Ugh. And some of them are just so narcissistic they can't believe that they've done anything wrong. Now, I'm not talking about some young girl here. I'm talking about a Sheila that was 10 years older than me. So I was 25 at the time. She was 35 at the time. She knew what she was doing. And, hey, look, if it gets back to you, and I'm serious, if this gets back to you, you know what you did. And while I have given out enough details about you, for this to actually make sense, I haven't given out your name, I haven't given out where you live, I haven't told anybody who you are, I've just called you that woman. So, this happened 6 years ago. If anybody can put that together through context clues from the 3 months we knew each other from 6 years ago, that's your problem. And if you start stirring up shit about it, you're just going to be calling attention to yourself and admitting to what you did. So, with that being said, if you are sensitive to this kind of stuff, probably don't watch the following clip, which I think goes for about an hour while I break down what happened over the night to do me. And I wasn't a saint either. I did try to handle it the best way that I could, but at the same time, if you're stuck in a room or a house with somebody that you're not sure how to handle. Now, what I should have done, in hindsight, and this is coming to me 6 years later, my sister lived across the road. I should have just left the house, gone over there and said, hey look, I've got a crazy lady in my house. I'm staying here till tomorrow morning until she's gone. Again, the problem with that is, that woman, she could have called the police and said, he assaulted me, and then ran out. So, that's the other thing she said to me as well. If the police actually do get involved, who are they going to believe? You or me? So, I was stuck between a rock and a hard place. And a lot of people in these situations are. What does my phone want now? It's just library. Okay, so I'm going to take that as my cue to shut the fuck up and just roll the clip. Again, I'm putting this out there for anybody else that has been in a similar situation, so you know that you are not alone. Because you are not alone. These things happen, it's not your fault. All you can really do is deal with it the best you can, and then pick up the pieces after you're done. Alright, let's get into this clip. I know I'm going to cop flack for this, but it is what it is. I'd rather spread awareness than have other people sit in silence. Where'd that soda come from? I've circled back again. Go that way. I mean, I meant the testing should, with the disease not spreading. Yeah, if you got symptoms, go and get tested. I mean, have you had the COVID test yet? If you have, you know what I'm talking about. It is not pleasant. Look at that booty. Can you come through webs? Shit, you can! Well, give its booty a little love tap, and it's expressing its right to not be bothered. Nothing wrong with that. Especially considering I did it with an axe. Alright, that one has just seen me. Yeah, same to you, buddy. Can I get through there? I cannot. There's another spider. I shouldn't be making non-consensual jokes considering that I had someone try to rape me a couple of years ago. But that's just how I deal with it. Good thing I record these locally, eh? Oh, you're fucking complaining about the water again. Alright, where the hell am I? Yeah, nose and throat. As soon as I was done, I looked at him like, that fucking hurt.
Shadows and turn away the inky depths of the night.
Now, as soon as I had it done, I just looked at him like, that fucking hurt. Let's hope I'll never have to do that again. But, no, I just ended up, you know me, jokes are my coping mechanism. Like, I don't even know if I told you about that. Like, I think I might have mentioned it once or twice. It's when I was living in Albert Street. I remember when I was living on Albert Street and I had that woman that was way into me and I wasn't into her. And I kept trying to let her off softly and it didn't work. Ugh. Like, I can... There are 2 movies now that I cannot watch without having mild flashbacks. Right, right, so... I mentioned it as a thing. The, spider chunk, huh? The long and short of it, I met her at a, in one of those government courses, you know, the ones that they put the people on welfare on when they can't find any work.
I have limits. Or, I guess I thought I did.
Yeah, so I met her at one of them. And, yeah, she was She was alright. She was funny. She was cute.
This is one way to get E. coli.
Yes, it is. She was funny. She was cute. Got on with her fairly well. But, as in, you touched on it, didn't actually detail anything, so I kind of want to leave it. It's kind of up to you to share that sort of thing. Yes, I know those. Made back in the sag. Back in the sag. Yeah, so... No, I'll tell you the full story, I don't care. Other dude's gone anyway. Other dude's like, sexual assault. Fuck this. Ooh. Nightbug. Okay, fireflies will kill you. Yeah, so I met her at this, at one of those courses. And I'm gonna move on from Grounded onto something else. So I'm gonna save this. Yeah, I met her at one of them courses and, yeah, she was cute, funny, blah blah blah, all that. We got on fairly well for the most part. But she was right into me and I'm just like trying to keep her at arm's length. Like, you know me, you know what I'm like when I'm trying to keep somebody away from me. And she's constantly pushing the boundaries. Why don't you want to touch me? Blah 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 blah. I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. And I'm like, fuck. So this is going on for about 2-3 months. And this is when I had like 4 jobs. Yeah, you know what I mean. This is like when I had 4 jobs. Or was it 5? Like, remember that time when I had all those fucking jobs? Well, I was doing the quarry, I was doing the fish and chip shop, I was doing the community centre, I was doing the pub, I was doing the motel. I think the sound on this is off. But, you know, I was doing all those places at once. Yeah, that's right, I was everywhere. Like, you barely saw me at that time anyway, but, whenever you wanted to catch up with me, it could only be at night. Because I was trying to study on top of all that. Like, I was doing all those jobs, and then I was trying to study Cert 3 Aged Care and Cert 4 Disability on top of it. And I completely burned myself out. Now, just so I know, is the game showing up on the screen? Because I don't know. This game's a bit funny with that. Is the game on the screen? Yes, no, blank screen. What's going on? It's not showing up. Fucking game. I hate it when it does that. Alright, I'll download Keygar. Yeah, so I was all over the place, and yeah, so I was all over the place, and she's like, "Oh well, you hardly ever see me because you're always working. I'm always working." Now it is. What? Ah, fuck it. I'm just going with Keygar. No, so she says to me, "You're always working. I'm always working." Um, so why don't you stay over at my place or you stay over at my place? Now, to you, you're going to pick up on that. To me, I'm just like, okay, fair enough. I hardly ever see you because you know, I'm always working, you're always working, we're on opposite schedules. I wouldn't mind spending some time with you where we're not fucking around, trying to, No, it's not mobile delay. It is not mobile delay. It's, I've got a 20-second delay on the screen, on the stream. So I said to her, right, we hardly ever catch up because I'm always working, you're always working, we're working opposite hours. So that's fine. Let's have a night at my place. We'll just watch the movies and hang out and all that. You know, I'm thinking it's all I'm thinking it's all non-platonic. Non fucking. I'm thinking it's all platonic. Fucking hell. Fuck, sounds like a Freudian slip, but it's not. It's a double negative. So I'm thinking it's all platonic. Now, somebody like you, you're gonna pick up on that immediately. Yeah, she wants to stay tonight, cool. Yeah, you know what I mean. Other people won't. Because I record these locally and then I upload them somewhere else. So... Where'd I go? Yeah, so you understand what I'm saying. But, no, don't open it. Yeah, so I'm thinking, yeah, we'll just have a good night in, watch some movies. And, you know, just have a good night of it. As soon as we get on the couch, she's fucking on me like a barnacle. Couldn't get her off of me. And, I'm not going to say that I was a saint. You know me, I absolutely was not. So, I wasn't all over her or anything like that. No, like, I wasn't all over her or anything like that. Because I don't do that. but I was cuddling with her. I was fine with her in my lap for a while. But you know what I'm like? I'm like a fucking cat. I get sick of it. Actually, I should change the title on the stream before I keep going. So bear with me while I do that. So you know what I'm like. So she's like, "Oh well, can I get changed?" And yes, truest comparison ever. I'm like a cat. I'm fine until I scratch you in the face. So I'm like, so I let it go for a couple of hours, and at one point she's like, "Is there anywhere I can get changed?" You know, I was in Albert Street. I had that second bedroom that I was using as the same room I'm using now. I don't know why the chat's not working. Oh no, there it is. I'm gonna have to move that up. No, just leave it as it is. So yeah, I had that second bedroom that I'd use like this room here, and she says to me, "Is there anywhere I can go get changed?" I said, "You can get changed in the study." She's like, "Okay. So how do I do that?" I'm like, "You open the door, you walk in, you close the door, you get changed, and you come back out." What I didn't tell her is that I put the zebra in there. Like, you know the zebra. The one that's like this fucking tall. Like, the one that's like that tall. She opens the door, she fucking flips her shit. She thought somebody else was in the room. And then she thought that was hilarious, so she's hugging the zebra and laughing with me about it. And I'm like, cool. She's got a sense of humour on her. Oh, Eddie followed me. Thanks, Eddie. Appreciate that. That fucking zebra. Yeah, you know the zebra. Alright, so I've just updated the stream, so it should say that I'm playing Ghouls and Ghosts now. That zebra is amazing. Don't knock the zebra, because it'll just fall over. But no, the zebra's in there, so she flips her shit, and then she's like, "What the hell?" And she thinks it's hilarious. She's hugging her around the neck. And we have a laugh about it. We go back into the bedroom, into the living room. And one of my Wiimotes was broken because I was going to try and play Smash with her. Which is probably a good thing it didn't work because she wasn't really into video games. And it just would have bored her from what I can tell. So that worked out for the better part. And then we're talking. She gets up, goes into the kitchen, and she finds this. She just finds a banana on my counter that turned brown. She found this banana turned brown on my counter. And she's like, "Oh, this looks like it's a bit past." And you know what I'm like. Like you remember that Albert Street behind the unit had that big open space. I just walk up to her and say, "Give me the banana." I open my front door. I just fucking yeet it out into that open space behind the units. And then she's like, "What the hell did you do that for?" I said to her, "It was rotten. I didn't want it. It'll get run over with a lawnmower in about a week or two. It'll be fine. And this weapon is not going to be fine." So there we go. That's better. So oops. So we go back in. I try to get the Wii working. Wii doesn't want to work. So she's like, "What movies have you got?" You remember how I always get funny around Willy Wonka now? She's why. Like, she's the reason why I get funny around Willy Wonka. I mean, I like Willy Wonka. I don't like that tornado bird, but no, she's the reason why I get funny around Willy Wonka. Because we watch Willy Wonka and she's just latched onto me, and I'm trying not to freak out while she does that, because you know what I'm like about being touched at the best of times. Yeah, that suddenly makes sense now, doesn't it? So we're watching Willy Wonka. She's latched onto me. And I'm trying to get up off the couch. Like, I should really focus on what I'm doing. Good thing this game has infinite continues. And I'm trying to get off the couch. She won't let me up. She won't let me off the couch. The only time she'll let me off the couch is if I'm making food for her, or if I'm going to the toilet. And So we're talking while we're watching the movie. I don't remember what we're talking about. I am pretty sure though that I did mention to it that I don't like people touching me. Yes, absolutely not. I do remember during the course of Willy Wonka telling her that I don't like people touching me. Now, if I've got a dog or a cat on me, yeah, it's fine. Dogs, cats, fine. Ferrets, so long as they're not trying to bite me, they're fine. People? Hell no. So, I did try to explain to her while we were watching Willy Wonka, I think, I don't remember, I might have kept my mouth shut to try to keep the peace. But you know me, I would have made some off-colour jokes about it. Now you know me, I would have made some off-colour jokes about it, like trying to hint to her, get the fuck off me. The problem with her is that she was a few cents short of $1. But she wasn't. There's no way to get through those. But she wasn't. Jesus. I don't think she was being malicious. I honestly don't think that she was being malicious. I just don't think she realised how uncomfortable I was. And trying to explain it just went straight over her head. I did outright try to tell her at one point, I need to get up and move around. Can you let go of me? And it went as bad as well as that run into the tornado bird there. I will pass this stage. Oh shit, I definitely do not want that. Well, that saves me from the sword, so that's something. But no, so we're watching Willy Wonka and I can't fucking get her off me unless I'm getting up to piss or I'm checking the oven. And even doing that, it was an open plan unit, as you know. So I was, unless I was taking a piss, I was not out of her sight. And at one point she mentioned she wanted to watch the footy. I said, look, I don't like footy, but if you'd like I can set it up for you in the living room, you can watch that, I'll go do something else. She immediately shot that down. Oh no, that'd be rude, I came here to see you, not watch the footy. Despite the fact it was her team playing. Her team happened to be Geelong. I said, look, I know it's Geelong playing, I don't like footy, but I'm not going to stop you from watching it. If you want to watch it, it's not a problem. I can do something else where you're watching your footy, we can talk later. she's like, oh no, 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 no. So we end up watching Willy Wonka, as I said. These fucking plants. And yeah, so we watch Willy Wonka, and then I can't fucking get her off me. And what ends up happening is I do my best to sort of work through that. Yeah, so doing my best to work through that. We get through Willy Wonka. I think she might have tried to kiss me a couple of times. I deflected that. And admittedly, I was pissed about Willy Wonka. Not about Willy Wonka. Willy Wonka's fine. I was pissed about what she was doing. Now, here's where me not being a saint comes into it. I knew she hated horror movies, like, hated them to the point where she'd have night terrors if she watched even a fucking shit one. So, I'm trying to concentrate now because I want to get past this stage. So I just directly run into a fucking giant earthworm. So, I wanted to make myself as unpleasant to her as possible, without physically hurting her or hurting her feelings. Which in hindsight is just straight up emotional abuse. What I should have said and done at the time was, hey look, you really made me uncomfortable. I don't want to see you anymore. But, I didn't do that. What I did do is I put on the gate. Now, for anybody that is unfamiliar, I don't remember if Doomy is unfamiliar or not, but The Gate is a late 80s horror film about a couple of kids that dig up a geode and accidentally bring upon the end of the world in very 80s fashion. Now, to me, as a horror person, it's not all that bad. To someone that's not used to horror, ooh. Like, I forgot about the stop motion and yeah, like I forgot about, like, it had been a while since I'd seen it. It's one of those, it's the other movie aside from Willy Wonka that I get funny about. Yeah, you remember The Gate. You've been bad! That really fucking got to her. Yes, 80s at its finest, absolutely. What about the zombie workman that falls over? That is some fucking movie magic right there. Yeah, so I put on the gate because I'm thinking, right, it'll frighten her, but it shouldn't be bad enough that it'll frighten her too badly, and it'll give her an idea of the kind of things I like. I do not want the sword. That's better. Ah, shit, pig farmer. Ah, fucking plants. But, no, I was thinking, right, I have subtly tried to hint to her, which is the wrong thing to do. I should have just outright told her, I'm uncomfortable, get off me. But at the same time, she did subtly hint to me that if I did piss her off, or try to... Actually, no, let me think. Because I do remember subtly hinting to her that I was uncomfortable. And I can't be sure, but I think I do recall some mention of if I reject her, she'll call the police. I don't remember exactly. Part of it is because I don't want to remember. But part of it is, I am pretty sure that was part of the conversation. It's like, I think it was basically, if I call the police, who are they going to believe? You or me? And, it wasn't an explicit threat. I'll say that it wasn't an explicit threat, but I think it was more of a. I think it was more of a "you got more to lose than I do" ultimatum. So we were both in the wrong. We were both in the wrong. But no, she sat through the whole movie. She sat through the whole movie, and the fucking problem is, as Doomy said, I'm not a snuggle person. I put on the wrong fucking movie for that. If I thought she was stuck to me before, I could not get her the fuck off of me after that. Oh god. So after we watched that, we're doing something else for a little while. I don't remember. I think it was just watching TV. And then she says to me, "Oh, well, I think it's time for bed." I said, "Alright." I'm sleeping on the couch. The bed's in the bedroom. Have the time of your life. She looks at me like, "What?" I said, "What are you? I'm sleeping on the couch. You can have the bed." And then the guilt tripping starts. Oh, well, after that scary movie, I don't know if I can sleep by myself. And I shouldn't be walking into skulls. I'm like, oh fuck, I really fucked that up. I'm like, you'll be fine, I'm in the next room over. There's the bed. Go have at it. And then she's like, well, what if I have a night terror? I'm in the next room over. Go to bed. Oh, well, if I wake up in an unfamiliar place and I'm not with somebody that knows me, or that I know, I'm gonna start screaming. Oh, for fuck's sake. So, I end up in bed with her, and I tell her, as we're getting into bed, nothing's happening. Nothing's happening, I'm not interested. Oh, yeah, that's fine, I just want some company. 5 minutes goes by, she starts kissing me. Not on my lips, because it's, I purposely positioned myself so she wouldn't be able to do that. She starts kissing me, she starts moving, starts rubbing over my body. I'm like, what did I just tell you 5 minutes ago? Oh, well, no, this isn't anything, I just really like you. Yeah, you get where I'm coming from. I'd positioned myself in the bed, so I'm up here, she's down there. So she wouldn't be able to get to my face. And no, she's kissing my chest, she's kissing my shoulder. I'm like, what did I tell you? And she's like, oh, no, it's not like that, I said, well, it sure as hell feels like it. I don't have any fucking condoms. Ah, what the hell? So I said to her, I don't have any fucking condoms, so what do you expect? Oh, well, I don't want to get pregnant. I'm like, yeah, neither do I. She keeps going. And she tries to get, I'm gonna start focusing on what I'm doing. Jesus. And she starts getting, she starts trying to press herself up against me. But she starts trying to press herself up against me. And I'm like, yeah, no, we're not doing that. So, what I end up doing is I end up kneeing her in the vagina to get her to back off. Not proud of it. Absolutely not proud of it. Did it stop her? No, it did not. Let me emphasize this. Kneeing her in the vagina. Pig farmer up there disagrees. Did not work. Why did I run into that plant? She was absolutely barking up the wrong tree. God damn. And you know what I'm like. I'm trying to keep the pace. I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying to not set her off. I mean, especially after that stunt I pulled with the gate. I didn't want to upset her even more. So she's giving me mixed signals, and then very clear signals that I rejected. I'm gonna go take a piss. I'll be back in a minute. Right, so she's giving me mixed signals, then she's giving me very clear signals, which I very clearly said no. And, so when I need her in the vagina, what ended up happening was, she fucking wrapped her legs around mine, and then used that as an anchor to pull me closer to her. I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? But I think that more or less drove home the point that it wasn't happening. And then we're talking for about an hour or two. Like we're talking about what just happened for about an hour or two. And she's like, no, I wasn't trying to do anything. I'm like, yeah, you fucking were. No, I wasn't. Yes, you were. I don't remember how it went beyond that. This happened like 6 years ago. And then the next morning she thought it'd be cute to stop me from leaving the bed. Like, the next morning I was fucking angry. Like, but AMAB. What the hell are you talking about, Doomy? Also, Doomy, while I'm thinking about it, do you think I should clip out this whole part about the sexual assault and just upload it to my YouTube channel and have it as my story of how I was sexually assaulted. Just to bring awareness to men can be sexually assaulted. I mean, guaranteed it'll get taken off YouTube, but what do you reckon putting it up? I mean, I know somebody's going to try to cancel me over it. I know someone's going to call me a liar. It's all going to happen, but I think people need to realise that this shit happens. And it's not always that somebody's asking for it. It's not always the men's fault. Even though I'm non-binary, not technically a man, but you know what I mean. Shit, needed that armor. Fucking earthworms. Hell no, I do not want that. I get you now. A male at birth. I'm with you. Oh, hell no. No, 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 no. I am not giving out her name. No, no, no. Giving out her name? Death sentence. I mean, it happened 6 years ago, so I'd have to prove it, which I can't do, because it happened in a closed environment. And, added to that, fucking earthworms. No, no, added to that, I did try to talk to her about it a couple of years after she did it. Well, actually, no, no, no. Let me rephrase that. Because we were both at fault. I did try to talk to her about it a couple of years after it happened. And I have been speaking with psychologists, therapists, psychologists, all that stuff about it over the last 6 years. More accurately, over the last 4 years, roughly, because I did internalize it for a while. But I did try to talk to her about it, and 3 guesses what happened with that. No, seriously, take a guess what happened when I tried to talk to her about it. I'm not joking. Take a guess. Yes, but in which way did she lose it? But there are many ways to lose it. Ah, God. Just like I lost that armor. I definitely do not want that. Absolutely. That is exactly what she did. She tried to tell me that I led her on and then dumped her at the last minute. Now, I'm gonna kill that fucking Doulahan before I finish this stream. If I can help it, I'll get through the rest of this game. Why did I pick the Genesis version? This is like the hard one. No, she blamed me for the whole thing. I didn't sexually assault you, you sexually assaulted me. You led me on, you did this, you did that. I said to her, look, I outright told you more than once. I don't like being touched. So she blamed me for it. Despite the fact that she was the one that was adamant on touching me and having me do a bunch of shit. And then after I told her to stop contacting me, whoop. Fuck it, I'm just going straight for the Doulahan. Take care of this pig farmer. Oh, hell yeah. Yep, surprise, surprise. And then after I told her, look, I'm done, don't talk to me anymore, she found my landline. Shit. There we go, Doulahan's dead. I don't know why they made it look like Dragon. Strange choice, really strange choice. Turtles have been jizzing all over the place. Now that thing, I don't know what that is. You know what that is? Because I don't. But I swear, like, in the Master System port that I have, the first couple of years that I played this game, that wasn't there. such an odd thing to just be there. I mean, it could have just been a glitch in the cartridge. It absolutely could have just been a glitch in the cartridge, but I have no idea what that thing is. And there's only one of them. It's only there to act as a slight obstacle and a landmark. Fucking turtles. Yeah, look at those turtles though. That is a hell of a design for a shell. I don't normally like the fireball, but it might actually be very useful for this stage. Doomy, have you actually finished this game? No, so after she tried to sleep with me, despite my protests, we ended up talking for a couple of hours, and we ended up talking for a couple of hours and then going to sleep. The next day, I'm fucking angry as hell. Now these things, they're ant lions. Well, you know, those desert beetles like that one. That built the sand traps for the ants and shit. Before I knew you, Doomy, we used to call them grandpa mods for some reason. But that was long, long before I ever played the Genesis version of this game. Dagger, hell yes. See, I grew up with the Master System version, which in its own right is a decent game, but it is definitely not the full experience. Now that thing is annoying. Is it because you have to go through the game twice? Discus, hell yeah. You never had the patience. Fair enough. Now, when I was a kid, I had this on the Master System. I had nothing but patience. But, no, what was I saying? Yeah. So... jump off the fucking edge. So, yeah, we're talking for a couple of hours and we go to sleep. Then the next morning, I'm angry as hell. I wake up with her still wrapped around me. And I go to get up, and that wakes her up. She pulls me back into bed. Same shit as the night before. The whole, where do you think you're going, blah blah blah, she's trying to be cute. She's just pissing me off. That is true. That is true. I got the bipolar thing, but that's not the same. It's not even remotely the same, so I get what you mean. Okay. Now I'm determined to finish this now. Yeah, so the next morning I try to get up, she's still wrapped around me, I start moving, that wakes her up. And fucking sword. Why did I try to hit the eyeball? That wakes her up, so she's like, where do you think you're going? She pulls me back into bed. And then she thinks it's a fucking game. She thinks it's a fucking game to pull me back into bed when I'm trying to leave. This is going on for like at least 2 hours. And you know me, I'm playing along because, as mentioned before, there was the casual mention of police involvement. And I'm like, well, I don't particularly want that. And I don't want to get accused of something I haven't done. So, I'm just going to let things go for now. Fucking hell. So I'm just going to let things go for now. It's only going to be a couple hours till her friend comes and picks her up. That's the third movie I get funny about now. I forgot about this one, because I barely watch it anymore. Harry and the Hendersons. So there's 3 movies that I get funny about. Because she was quite upset about she was quite upset about the gate. Why would you put that on the night before? Blah blah blah. And again, I'm trying, as soon as we get out of bed, I'm trying to make myself as unpleasant as possible to be around. So she hopefully takes a hint and backs off, which I shouldn't have been doing. Situations, people like that, you can't give hints. You have to be straight up. You have to straight up say, I'm uncomfortable, stop. I'm uncomfortable, get out. Which is another thing that I forgot to mention. I was living in the town over from the town she lived in, and Doomy, you know what that means. I was living in R, she was living in S. So she didn't drive, so she couldn't just leave. Which is a big part of why I let things go as far as they did. It's, R to S is a hell of a walk. Yep, you know what I mean. So, Yeah, the next morning she's should have ducked that, but yeah, so next morning she's, as I mentioned, pulling me back into bed for 2 hours. I'm like, she's acting like a fucking toddler, basically. There's a chest here somewhere, I just don't remember where it is. She's acting like a toddler that's pulling a cat away that's trying to get away from them. Oh, ha ha ha, isn't it cute that the cat's trying to get away, but I keep pulling it back? And I'm like, right, I'm just gonna let it go. It's not worth fighting with her. Fucking fire bats, man. Problem not in the hole. What? Oh, that's where the chest is. Ah, where the chest is, I get you now. I found it. It actually was in the hole, I just had to jump out early. It's not the fire bats either. Fucking plant. You said you couldn't remember where the chest... Yeah, I did. I found it. It is in the hole. The chest is in the hole. See? Chest is in the hole. Old man can't jump. I'm not going to bother with it this time. Or maybe I will. See, there it is. Chest is in the hole. Right there. Yeah, so, shit. Yeah, so while we're waiting for a friend to come pick her up, we're watching Harry in the Hendersons. John Lithgow, good movie. I don't remember any of the other actors. John Lithgow, good movie. That chest is too much of a pain in the ass. Fuck it. What I need is a decent weapon. The axe is good. Actually, no, the axe is good. I just need to play to its strengths and not jump in the fire bats. And not run into fucking eyeballs. So we watch Harry and the Hendersons while we're waiting for a friend to pick her up. And she says to me, "So what are you going to make me for breakfast?" I just look at her, I'm like... I just look at it... Hang on. I just look at her, I'm like... I really can't be asked making you breakfast right now. We're gonna go to the fish and chip shop. And I didn't think that through, because I was talking to the people that I was working with at the fish and chip shop about what was going on. As soon as we go in there together, so this is a Sheila, is it? Oh yeah, how you going? Blah blah blah. I'm like, oh fuck, I didn't think this through. So we end up going to the fish and chip shop. We come back to the to where I was living at the time. I thought I had invulnerability just then. So we watch Harry and the Hendersons. I'm playing along with her until her friend picks her up. I'm playing along with her friend. Oh yeah, we had a great time last night. Yeah, playing along with her friend last night. Playing along with her friend last night. Playing along with her friend. Yeah, we had a great time last night. No, nothing happened. Nothing happened. She gets the lift back as soon as she's out of my house. I just go and decompress. I don't remember what I did. I think it might have ended up sleeping. Fireball might actually be useful on this stage. But I ended up doing something to decompress. And after I've done that, I tell her, look, I was not comfortable with last night. I shouldn't be telling you this through text, but I don't want to talk to you anymore. About 5 minutes later, what the fuck? Blah 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 blah. What did I do wrong? Why didn't you tell me? And then I fucking break down. I'm bawling my eyes out because I feel guilty for how I handled everything. And she's like, oh, cry baby, cry baby. Now that I fucking remember. Oh, you're a crybaby. Why didn't you fucking tell me? I'm like, what? I didn't try to sexually assault you. You tried to sexually assault me. And when I vaguely expressed that I wasn't comfortable, you threatened me with the fucking police. I did not. Blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, oh. So I'm like, great. I'm done with her. After this conversation, I don't have to deal with her anymore. And then she finds my landline number. Don't know how, don't know why. Dagger is good. Discus is also good. Fucking 5 bats. Yeah, all good, man, all good. Damn it. Henry is annoying. There we go, Fenrir's dead. Okay, could have done without that. God damn. Man. Press the wrong keys. Oops. Typical for this game. That is too. I need the right weapon before I go up against the next boss. It comes in with the axe is probably the ideal weapon. Yeah, between the axe, the javelin, the dagger, and the fireball. The axe is probably the right one. Find out in a minute. When we were kids, we used to call that iris. Because it's a giant eyeball in a fucking cloud. Yeah. Though I grew up with the Master System port, not this one. Completely different games. Two completely different games. Boss mechanics are different. But the boss mechanics are completely different. The Master System, it doesn't do that. What it does is it just goes across the top of the screen and shoots lightning bolts down. God, what is that cloud made out of? Sulfuric acid or something? Actually, yeah, sulfuric acid. No, that probably wouldn't work. It'd have to be some kind of other acid that'd be able to... Probably... No. Now, if it's got the electrical charge, it'd probably be able to break down through the bones, but... Doesn't matter. The point is I need to hit it with the axe enough times to kill it. You'd think one hit to an axe, one hit to an eye with an axe would be enough. No, don't jump into it. Bad idea. So I've hit it 3 times. How many times is it going to take? 4, 5, 6, 7, So those 8 times I hit it just now. I wonder how many times it actually takes. And this is just with the axe. Other weapons will take less and more. 1, 2, 3. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, 14, got up to 13 that time, so that's something. Sixteen hits. I think 16 hits with the axe to kill that thing. Bloody hell. I mean, it's hard in the Master System port as well, but Jesus. Alright, so this is... There it is. The axe is probably the strongest weapon, but it's got the least accuracy. Now that thing, when we were kids, we used to call it a music tree. I don't know why. No, we used to call them music trees. No idea why. Axe is probably coming handy on this stage, now that I think about it. Those things are annoying. No, in for a penny, in for a pound. I started this game, I'm gonna finish it. I keep forgetting about those crystals. I didn't even realise those were animated until just now. Huh. Interesting. It's one of those small details you don't notice in games until you do. I suppose. It's like, I've been playing this game for going on 16 years on the Genesis. And that's one of the small details I never really noticed. Discus is exactly what I need for the next stage. So I definitely want to hang on to that. If it means taking dagger over losing discus, I'm gonna keep the dagger, keep the discus. Music tree ain't happy about it, but okay. See, in the Master System port, that would have killed you straight up. Just touching that thing, dead. Why don't I jump into that? That's not clever. Oy. Not doing too well with this at the moment, but it'll be fine. So long as I keep the discus, then through most of the next level, things will be much easier. Fucking worms. Did not mean to pick that up. It's also not a bad weapon for the next level. Yeah, music tree's not there, it's a bit strange. Ah, man, there's Does that thing want to give me a handy or a heady? I bet neither. If that had hit me on the other side, that would have been useful. But at least I got to the next stage. Missed. I missed out on the chest up there, but whatever. Definitely do not want that. That's the fucking problem with those things. That's why the discus is more useful than fireball. So I can throw down. That would actually come in handy. If I don't lose it. There we go. Nope, don't want that. Alright. What we got? It's gonna be magician, isn't it? Yep. Dragons shooting their damn peas. Alright, let's keep going. Well, that wasn't clever. I keep forgetting you can't jump when you're doing that. Almost got hit by that pea. Such a strange thing to choose to be the enemy weapon. Alright, I'm almost halfway through the game, so I'm just gonna keep going till I finish, really. Really didn't want that, but it is what it is. That's part of the reason why I didn't want that. There we go. It's probably the only level and boss that this is actually effective for. Here we go. Destroy its hearts. Avoid the parasites and babies. Hard to tell which is which. Oh, there we go. Got hit. At least it's got the decency to start you off at the boss. Even if it just knocks you off again. Man, I'll give it 2 more tries and then I think I'll call it. My patience is starting to wear thin. I've been going for over 3 hours, almost 4 hours. Patience is just... Alright. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm just gonna have to call it there. Because, been going for a while and my patience is just shot. Alright, normally I wouldn't end a game like that, but after that story I told earlier, my mood's just... Alright, I'll see you later. Thanks for watching. Thanks to Eddie for the follow, even if he did unfollow me after that story. God, I look creepy when I laugh.